From the shadows, and I'm back. Okay, so once again, speaking for my Kahoot, the Go version. I don't quite remember where we were at. I believe I'm gonna hand out my Trello. Last time, if my memory doesn't betray me, I did manage to get my what's called my leaderboard going, yes, but there were some issues. So let's say the first issue was move the JS in index, because right now let's spin the servers. So here goes the air, here goes the tailwind, and here goes the Redis server. I don't know if I should be spinning the tailwind for now. Let's keep it closed for a second, because honestly, sometimes it's just annoying. Okay, since I'm not gonna change any styles any soon, and yeah, I was saying, right now it actually works kinda nice. Problem is now the leaderboard gets switched up, then we come back and the timer doesn't get refreshed, and the picture doesn't get changed. And I believe that to be because my static script will find, I have it over here. So my static script loads on makes an event on load. If I remember correctly, there was a possibility to add an event listener on the picture itself, on the element itself. At the very least, an image, I'm sure that it has an unload. Have the index, yeah. So the image tag, I'm 1000% sure that there is an onload. Onload attribute JS, not JS, but it's completely loaded. Am I tripping? Like there wasn't HTML image onload. Here goes the JS route. Yeah. Okay, so it's onload. The event listener to have the image announce itself in load. The figure, then figure out the dimensions. Okay, so I know that this alert loaded. So I know 100% that the pic. Son of a bitch. On load alert loaded. So this triggers my alert, and technically it will trigger it even when it comes back. Technically. Very well. Now, I wonder, does this work the same for my timer? Can I get a function like alert timer, even in this kind of situation. Because now I can move everything on load, and it's going to be better since I'm swapping continuously stuff. So that's a picture, that's an image derogative. I wish it was documented somewhere. Accessibility, yes, we have the alternative, whatever specification. So does this mean I don't? Why it's not documented? Like, does only image tag has on load? Yeah, because it's loading. On load on uh, div. Yes. Easiest way to make it work would be to function card after the element. Depending on the usage, no better to put it in front of the body. Trigger just automatic image element is in error. Because on document body itself, frames, images, and scripts. In other words, it can be attached only a body and scripts. The div is not an external resource and it's loaded as part of the body, so only on load doesn't apply there. Okay, fair enough. I can take it for the picture. This is not a big deal, so this should become like a function, and the function will be called something like how is it in JavaScript is function? Okay, takes in nothing, and honestly it returns nothing. Jeez, I forgot that you have to say void sometimes. Okay, so the function will have this precise. Well, I don't believe that it has to be called anymore test. Will you call like picture? The fuck am I? Picture? Okay, and I don't need this anymore. By the way, this fixes the problem in having it over the top. At this point, I believe that I have to put on a listener, and this set interval should have some kind of listening event. Like maybe instead of the load, this should trigger once. So it should become a function that triggers on the first load, which would be the page load, and on a second load, which would be every time there's a swap. Every time there's a swap, it's a op swap HTMX. So that's how this should work. Meanwhile, let's take a test. Let's look a little bit at this guy. Okay, now it's on one. It's a little bit easier to reach for my fingers. Okay, we said void function, and we will call it fix dim. Okay, so the fix dim should be triggered once the image is loaded. Let's take a look. What's happening? Okay, looks like it's gonna be, maybe I need to fix dim. even when we load. Okay, there's something weird going on. No, that's okay. Do we have some other idea with picture? Doesn't look like it. Cannot read properties of natural width at index.js WebSocket connection. Uncut effects is not defined. So do I have to wait the load to define it? Interesting. Makes me curious. Now that I don't quite care if my index is in here. Yo, man. All right, today we go to uh, work. You have to wake up. Actually, that's pretty early for you. Okay, I'm impressed. Bravo. The head. I'm fighting for my life with JavaScript. Just in case you're wondering. The fuck does he mean it's not defined? Am I how to define function in JS? Am I stupid? Like, how the fuck does oh. There was like JS hour below. Yep. JS hour low. Looks like it's working now. So triggers the swap. There's my leaderboard. Trigger the swap again. And my picture's working, but not my fucking calendar. So this can be abstracted into a function, and we called function trigger timer. And the trigger timer is going to be triggered every time that we load it. Okay, so this looks fine. Oh, by the way, this is the, remember I told you about JS doc? Like this is JS doc. Now you can see that my timer is a div element. So my LSP understands what's the div element. If you remove this code, see, there's not any more stuff that's specialized for him. The child removal and stuff like that. It's even better for stuff like numbers. I believe that number it maybe understands anyway, but that would be too fixed. Okay, now numbers it will still understand. Everything that comes from any call like get element ID, he cannot guarantee what's being returned, so you won't get a lot from the LSP. Okay, so that will trigger my timer once it's loaded. Now we would want yeah, it's pretty nice because for little stuff like using it in line like this is not amazing, but you can make it on a function. It will be something like that. God damn it. Okay. It will be something like this. And you can document the function, like construct, yeah, like function, and like, and you can document everything that enters, everything that returns. I believe there's a returns, yeah, returns like say a string, and so on. So it's docs that trigger TS because at some point TypeScript picked up this one. Very cool. Anyway, we trigger the time, but we also need to trigger it based. I used that in engine for a jump. Oh, very cool. Now let's add the event that would be like a swap, or what is it? The HTMX swoop process cleanup. Let's do after process node. That's a good time. Copy. So now we're triggering this once when we load and once every time that there's an after process node function. Okay. Let's try again. So this triggers the timer. What the fuck is going on? Oh, wait. No, stop. I'm going in a loop. No, wait. Because this guy triggers my timer, and every time that I'm getting back after process, I'm triggering my timer, so I'm not in a loop. No. This doesn't work. Well, that's a shame. No, but the part that I don't understand is theoretically it won't click it right away. So it shouldn't really trigger the click. And yet here we are. And it also stacks them over. No. There needs to be another way in which I'm listening to this. So the after process is not the greatest idea. Is there any way to listen when an element comes into existence? Something like that. JS listen. JS wait for an element. No jQuery, no time, no third party, promise based, and sync await. Mutation observer API. Creates and returns a new mutation observer, this which will invoke a specified callback function when DOM changes occurs. Okay. So how does this work? Create an observer, start observing the target. Later you can stop observing. To execute when mutation are observed. Cost callback mutation observer. Okay, this looks like important stuff. So here is the target, which will be timer or timeout. Timeout. It's the same. Okay. And this should be defined over here, or rather const target. Let target node like that. Very well. And now cost config for observe which mutations observe attribute child list subtree, sure. Call back to the function. Service is declared but never read. Okay, let's console.log this. Mutated. And the other thing that I want to do is I need to remove the debug from this guy. So I have a little bit less to worry about. Right, I forgot that I turned off the server. Fail to execute observe on mutation observe parameter 1 is not. Oops, again. Mutation list. He did not give me a mutation list. Select the node that option for the observer. Callback function to indicate the mutations are observed. Target node. This should be like this is a div. This guy wants a node. Should be a node. What is a node? A node is like an element, right? What is specifically a node? But even the docs it will grab. Well, I have to log it out. Maybe it's nil. Actually, it is probably nil because it doesn't wait for stuff to load. This function observe mutation. And we can then call this back, put it over here. 15 up. Okay. This would be like what them called hash dick. Actually, it's object. All right, this doesn't help at all. Okay. And the observe mutation would be called after this guy here. That did not work. Says never declared, and the observer is declared over here. But the mutation list, like what's this, like, maybe I misunderstood what is actually going on. I'm tempted to do what Gabri did, and he said to me to just make the timer server side. But that sounds silly. But a little bit I'm feeling compelled because I'm running out of loopholes to observe. Because it was fine until I could trigger it. It was fine until I could trigger it. Yeah, but right now it's getting kind of silly. Can GPT this? Hey, can you react when a JS DOM element gets added? It will spit the same exact. Yeah. Oh, that's a smart way to just get the body. The function? No. Okay. So now I am observing an item that isn't there. So it only makes sense that the body will always keep being here. Fortunately, it doesn't work, but does this even print anything ever? Like, ever? No. Doesn't print anything. I think that my script is there. No, it actually is there. So the entire body, use sub3, iterate through added nodes. Like, hell no. So it's not an onload action. I can't use the HTMX callbacks because stuff will get crazy. Yeah, I believe working with the... It's even better for the state if I work with the seller. But I want to try. Well, today I don't have. Oh my god. It's a new mutation which will invoke a specific callback function when DOM changes occur. Okay. Mutation observer example. Why is this in Italian? Yet auto-translated. It is actually... Oh, it. Thank you very much. Okay, so that's... What's that? This guy just simply go, oh wait. Am I actually stupid? I might even be. Okay. Interesting. Let's go back a nudge. Kinda counterintuitive, but wasn't I got once more? Why it won't find my timeout, brother? It's because it's hidden. Can do something cursed. There's some stuff going on. Definitely. Problem is that when I go back, can I print like what is getting mutation? Can I print like mutation? Curious what's happening. But it will lose the reference once this happens. Which makes sense because I define it in a local way, but how about if I define it in a global way? Still loses the hand. Okay, fair enough. Now, what happens when I take a look at the body? The body does get modified, but this isn't particularly neat. Yeah, I can take a look. Like, this is a mutation. This works on a type. One stupid way in which I could use this to check is to so this would be an type HTML div, and my target could say if target node dot get the inner HTML is equal to 30, then console.log got them. I mean, I don't even need the whole mutation shebang. I just fine with that. I should also console it out. I have the feeling that inner HTML it will return target, well, not target node, but timer. That okay, yeah, it tapes out that it's a string, so should not be tripping over that. Didn't log garden for some reason. It's clearly stated here that that's a string. It logged twice 30, but that's not. This is. God damn it! This isn't. They picture it to be. Well, this would be like. I have to twice like if timer. Yes, not null. It does fix it. I guess it would be undefined. Okay, that worked. But like my second comparison doesn't. But I'm pretty sure that this should be working. Hey, buddy. This should be matching, but it doesn't. Yes, it is 30. So, hey, buddy. Trim white space. I think I like the idea of number. I did not think about, yeah, the format. Could have I think of that myself? Yes. Am I thinking that the LM will do it in my place? Also yes. Okay, so it gets print twice. I'm not happy about that. Happy that I'm here, but I'm not happy about that. Interesting. There's another problem to be had. Okay, maybe not. And what did it be cost? Only 1 hour of my time? Okay, so the last moving piece is to just simply call my trigger timer over here. Because now the trigger timer gets on load and it will get triggered once we circle back to 30. Easy as that. Okay, the last little thing that I can do in my half an hour, we can first off put this up and just say, timer swap fixed. So my timing swapping is working great. Now the next thing that needs to be fixed, it is the once a player logs in, answer something, when the leaderboard comes, I should broadcast to the players that I should broadcast to the player the reset version of the menu, or rather the reset version of the UI. So the UI should be redefined. Now I realize that then I have some buttons problems, but this should actually, I don't know if I have a buttons problem then afterwards. Don't remember how I worked on buttons. By the way, comments are disgusting, so let's get them moving away from my face. And let's add our game state. No. Okay, let's get our actually, no, the menu is the starting point. It's not what I'm here for. It was controls. Okay, there's our controls, right? Now, if my memory doesn't betray me, this will check the on-click function, and here is where the loop is getting charged. So if I swap the whole UI, I might not be able to make it function. But let's give it a try. So this entire function, I'm gonna format this specific file, and I'm gonna send it back to everyone. That should be happening in my master. So my master calls the leaderboard, and the leaderboard by the end should be calling. Yeah, let's add just more here, and then little by little we will break it down. But for now, let's do the exact same thing that we did at the beginning of my dude. And specifically, is it in the main? Maybe in the player, right? I don't know if I moved my. I leave it in the main. Save and answer, read question, which. Okay. I think I left it in the main. The player handler there is sort of post. No. It's in the state. It's in the state, and it's specifically this over here. We read the questions, which we do already have. I believe we do have. Okay, here's the body. Okay, so current question. Am I passing the entire question to the master? Yes, I am. Not a great idea to pass to the players, but I mean, it could be like a obfuscated answer question because don't need everything else. Not that my master needs the correct one, but the master still will be not a player, so we don't quite need to. It isn't like a big deal if the answer is over there. But so far, so good. How did I? So this leads me to questions. Okay. And that's not like a big deal. I'm gonna parse it up in the same fashion. I'm gonna read the questions in the same fashion. Like the only different thing is I need to iterate over the player object. Which did I even? Okay, yes, it's a lobby. So lobby for okay for L underscore. I don't ever remember like which one is which. I believe it's index L. Yeah. L dot and this, well, we can call it con, and the con just simply goes something like that, and this will simply write the TPL, or rather the TPL dot bytes. So we reset this, we reset this. So it looks like my button do get reset. By the way, at some point, so I did say something like I think in Kahoot, like what was it called in Google, I did have something of the sort of if equal path exactly. So and this would be like the index, it would be the game, then load it up. I should not be loading up. Okay. So yeah, did not reset shit. Oh well, that's disappointing. Wait, am I drunk? There's no loop here. Like did I have a deja vu? What's going on? Where did I put the for loop? There's one. Okay. Something happened. I think I accidentally removed some shit. Was that good? I'm just feeling like I'm tripping, man. Okay, so we take this one, put it here. And then we take, well, one quick way in which we could check everything is fine is to lobby. Damn, that's why. What the fuck am I doing here? Nah, man, it's in game. It's in the game master. Okay, I was tripping so hard. So the player did not need to do anything. Yeah. Okay, what about now? Okay, can I click? So the button stayed disabled, which could mean that either A, we're not swapping shit, which could be possible. I don't exactly no, so we print the TPL string. Okay. Wait, isn't it the same socket problem that I have every single time? Which basically states that since I open, so this is the west end, where I open no socket over here, impossible. No, there's a socket, definitely a socket here. And I'm definitely sending stuff. Wait, am I sending the body? What? Oh, I guess. There's a stretch that might be that. Maybe that I'm printing the incorrect stuff. No. Okay, I might be tripping. So yeah, I'm thinking that this is the big deal. Which then means that I can, by the way, why am I on the player every time? Which then means that the simple way in which this is getting fixed, because it looks like it will append var tpl2, or even rather, let's just copy the tpl. Well, I guess it's a buffer, so I shouldn't be surprised that it's. Well, can I say tpl equals null or nil? tpl dot truncates, discard all but the first n bytes. Like is a flush. Unread byte. Unread rune. Okay, there's a reset. So the buffer should be empty. There it is. Should look like a little bit happier. Okay, so the resetting works, but the disabled. Actually, I don't think the resetting is working because. Unless I need to specifically say that like it's enabled. JS enabled, disabled. God damn it. Oh, Mozilla button. This Boolean attribute is the form interact with the button cannot be pressed. So I find it fascinating that it won't swap the disable part. Okay, it doesn't swap shit, so that's good. Very good, that's terrible, but okay. Oh yes, because I don't know how I do this shit, but sometimes it happens. I should really try and understand. Okay, so the stuff, the problem is very simple. Forgot. They're not telling what to swap, therefore it won't work. Now, on one hand, all of these problems make me question HTMX. But why are you still disabled? Something crashed, hello? Okay, this time I feel like it's not on me because am I even connected? You think I am? So here's the, yes, we're connected to socket. Like one thing that makes me could be happening on my so at least I know that that's the correct one. Am I even looping? Because it might even be that I'm not looping at all. No, it does look like I'm looping. So the bizarre part is that this is disabled, which it isn't in my broken pipe. You go now. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna turn it off. So same. Need to get ready. See ya in 30. Bye bye. Also, see everybody else because we don't have time for a raid today. If you're more than one, yes. Otherwise, yeah. So I'm quitting, and that's about it. See you tomorrow.